Hi, it's Nick Lagos here again from Core Physio and Pilates Studios, and today we're going to have a little look at probably the most common exercise we give for the lumbar spine, for the lower back. We did a recent video on the most common neck exercise and we did neck retraction, and this time we're going to have a little look at lumbar extension. And it's the exercise that we do especially after we've been sitting a lot, like for prolonged periods of time, or when we've been doing things that involve a lot of bending over and flexion, like being in the garden or that kind of stuff, you know, any digging, gardening, that kind of thing, heavy lifting. It's a really simple exercise to do, and you can do it anywhere. So it's one of those exercises you can do throughout the day when you're in the office or when you're at work. And it is really especially a great exercise for breaking up sitting. So, you know, if you've been sitting for half an hour or an hour, to get up and do this exercise. So let's have a little look. So we'll get Marie to sort of stand up and face the opposite direction. So you start the exercises having your feet just slightly apart. That's perfect where Marie's at now. And then by placing your hands in the low of your back. So normally I tell my clients just to have their fingers pointing downwards, and you sort of want your hands not firmly in your back but just supporting. Then what we're going to get Marie to do is she's going to do an arch backwards. So she's going to let her hips come forwards while her upper body goes backwards to get an extra arch in the lower back. So Marie, away you go, just letting your hips come forwards and arching backwards as far as you can. Great, that's perfect. And then coming back up. Yep, and coming back up to straight. So you want to make sure that when you do come back up, you don't sort of bend back over again, you just come back up to a neutral position. So going backwards again, Marie, so letting the hips come forwards and the upper body go backwards. Perfect. And then coming back up. And you want to go as far as you can. You don't want to topple over, but you want it to be comfortable. So you shouldn't feel any discomfort or achiness when you're doing this. Away you go. Keep going, Marie, while we're chatting. So you can repeat the movement. It's really slow. Pressure on, pressure off as you come back up. I wouldn't hold this kind of stretch. This is really more about reintroducing movement to the body. And you can see that it's the reverse of the sitting posture. So what we're doing when we do this is really balancing out the forces on the joints, the tissues, the discs in the lumbar spine. Awesome. You do probably about sort of 5 to 10 of these exercises, and this pace is just perfect. So this kind of very rhythmical pace is exactly how we do it. So so that's lumbar extension. It's a really nice exercise. Once you've done it, and you can see it's really simple to do, so you can do it anywhere. Once you've done your 5 to 10, you can have a little walk around, and then you're sort of ready to sit back down again. Awesome. Thanks very much, Marie, and thank you very much for your time.